Hey, welcome back to Quick English Talks, the podcast where English gets fun, fast, and when actually useful.
That's right. And today we've got something that sounds super technical, but don't worry, it's actually something you see and use everywhere. It's called context.
Wait, code text? Like texting but with a code?
Not quite, but that's creative guess. Coded is how parts of a sentence or paragraph stick together so everything makes sense, like glue for words.
You know, like how my early and the food always go together, that kind of connection.
I don't deny it. Anyway, let's get focused. Context has six cool ways of keeping a text connected. Ready to explore them?
Absolutely. Let's do this. Alright, let's start with the basics. First up is grammatical cohesion. That is when grammar, especially things like pronouns or verb tenses, help ideas stick together. For example, Carla is late. She missed the bus. She clearly refers to Carla. Boom, smooth connection.
Great. Now let's break it down even more. There are two specific types of reference you should know: anaphora and cataphora. Fancy names, but they are easy once you see example. Let's begin with anaphora. It points backward in the text. For example, Lucas was hungry. He made a sandwich. Here, he is Lucas. We are looking back to something mentioned earlier.
But cataphora is mysterious. It points forward. For example, she was the best student in class. Maria always got A's. We said she before introducing Maria. That's cataphora in action.
Alright, moving on. Next is associative anaphora. It sounds tricky, but it's basically using logic and association. We walked into the kitchen. The oven was still hot. Wait, no one mentioned oven, but we assume it belongs there because, well, kitchens have ovens.
Unless you're rich and have ovens in the bathroom, which is just wrong. Now, let's jump into ellipses. This one's fun. It happens when we leave out words because they're obvious from the context. For example, do you want tea? I already did. Here we skipped drink tea because it's clear from the question.
Exactly. It's like verbal shortcuts. And let's be honest, English loves taking shortcuts. It's all about being efficient or lazy, depending on how you look at it. Okay, let's keep the movement going. Another way to connect ideas is through lexical cohesion. That's when we repeat or relate vocabulary from the same topic. For example, dogs barking leashes. The park was full of pets. All the words are linked to the idea of dogs. That shared theme keeps the text cohesive.
And finally, we got superordinates. These are general category words like the umbrella term for something more specific, like we saw an animal at the zoo. It was a lion. Animal is the big category, and lion is a specific example. See how it connects?
Totally. So if I say I bought fruit, the banana was delicious. I'm also using a superordinate. Fruit is the general word, banana is the detail. And just like that, we've unpacked six awesome ways of context keeps your writing and speaking smooth and connected.
Challenge for you. Try spotting this in your next text message, book, or even in your favorite meme.
Seriously, you have been using this for your whole life without knowing the names, but now you got the power.
This was Quake English Talks. Until next time, stay curious, stay cool, and stay cohesive. Bye.